What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and most importantly, please make sure you are following me on Telegram at TD Media Group to help circumvent social media censorship and shadow banning. And with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. And today, we have to discuss the reality, right? That Elon Musk is quite literally under attack right now, right? Ever since forming Doge alongside with Donald Trump to weed out waste, fraud, and abuse, it's not only Elon Musk's reputation that's been getting dragged through the mud, right, by way of the DNC liberal press, who are just spewing a lot of lies on him, but it appears that the constant lies and smears of him engaging in some sort of a hostile takeover and things of that nature, it appears that now Democrats and their media outlets are really creating a hostile environment towards him. And this is something that's very similar to what we saw leading up to the election, to which we saw two assassination attempts on Trump. Now we're seeing this stuff happen here with Elon, where time and time again over the course of the last, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks, his dealerships have been getting targeted and they have been shot up while his cars have been set on fire. This video that you're going to watch right here is the most recent incident that happened this past Sunday, right? Sunday evening that just passed, where a fleet of Tesla trucks were set on fire in Seattle. I'm going to play a little bit of this. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's 5 minutes long, but then we'll get back into the discussion. But just look at this madness that's happening here. And like I said, this is something that's happening across the country.
Oh my gosh, a Tesla Cybertruck is on fire. All right, there's a fleet of Cybertrucks right now. Unbelievable. Seattle fire on the scene.
So you gotta get off the spot.
Breaking news. I'm sorry?
Get off the spot.
All right, you've got dozens of firefighters now putting out flames on the Cybertruck. Absolutely insane. Look, you can still see flames right underneath the Cybertruck. As you can see, there are several other Cybertrucks just parked here. The Soto neighborhood here in Seattle, Sunday evening. Seattle fire on the scene, trying to put out the flames on a Cybertruck. It's unclear how this all started, but again, with everything that's happening in America right now, with anti-Elon Musk hate, all the protests and incidents of vandalism, it appears to be arson.
Hey, Chief, how much do you want us to...
So now I know some of you who may be watching this, you're thinking, oh, and you're not aware of what's actually happening out here. TD, you're reaching. It's just one Cybertruck. We don't really know how it caught on fire. We don't know what really happened. Nobody was there. It just kind of popped up that way, right? Well, not so much, right? Because we have a situation here in Oregon where there was a psycho, right, who set a Tesla dealership on fire and some Teslas on fire, and then went to another one a couple nights later and shot it up with an AR-15. So let's jump into that clip right now. I want to pull that up for you, and then we'll carry on with the discussion. So let's get into this clip right now.
51-year-old Adam Lansky Tuesday, saying they've linked him to 2 separate incidents at the Salem Tesla dealership. The first happened on January 20th, when authorities say someone threw Molotov cocktails at the dealership. Here you can see a suspect lighting an incendiary device in these new surveillance images. That explosion eventually causing all of this damage. Then a month later, on February 19th, documents show someone shot at the building and a vehicle, leaving behind even more damage. Authorities say the suspect used an AR-15 style rifle with a suppressor. Investigators say Lansky is the suspect captured on surveillance video throwing the explosive devices in January, and his car could be seen parked near the dealership during the second attack in February, linking him to both incidents.
Now, this wasn't the only incident like this that happened out in Oregon. If I'm not mistaken, Salem is in Oregon, right? Because no later than maybe a week or so later, we had this incident occur here, where we had another individual that visited a Tesla shop in the evening and decided to shoot it up, right? Shot up multiple cars as well as shot up the Tesla building. As you see here, bullet holes, shattered windows discovered at a Tesla dealership. Let's jump into this article very briefly. When Tesla employees walked into a dealership in Tigard, Oregon, I believe it's Tigard, Oregon, Thursday morning, they discovered the building had been damaged overnight by gunfire. Surveillance footage showed a suspect or suspects firing several bullets around 1:46 a.m., police said. Officials say that at least 7 shots were fired at the car dealership, damaging 3 cars and shattering windows. One bullet went through an office wall and into a computer monitor, Tigard police said. Fortunately, this happened overnight when the property was unoccupied. And this is the Tesla dealership here. There's a few photos that we have captured where you can see, the Tesla getting shot up. There's a bullet hole through the windshield here. The other picture shows you see this Cybertruck here with multiple bullet holes on the side of the Cybertruck. And we see this photo here, just more damage. This is the bullet that came through the office wall and went through the back of a computer screen. Looks like an HP. And then this is just bullet holes on the roof. There's another one that's through the office wall, the one that hit the computer. And here's just a bunch of picture of bullet holes, essentially, right? And now we're back to where we started. So as you can see, this is a very serious thing, and it's something that's constant and just consistently happening over and over and over again with Elon. And now on top of that, right? On top of the vandalism and gunshots being fired at his dealership, now we have this situation here, as many of you may be aware of, that occurred this past Monday, right? I know I definitely noticed it when I tried to go live on Twitter Monday. There was a major hack that went on, right? Elon Musk says X hack knocked offline by massive cyber attack that originated in Ukraine area. Yes. Apparently, this cyber attack allegedly came from the Ukraine, but I don't believe that that's what happened. And as I go through this article and read through it, you'll see why I feel that way, that this is actually, not necessarily the case, right? But let's get into it right now. Billionaire entrepreneur and Doge chief Elon Musk claimed Monday that X went dark as the result of a massive cyber attack that originated in the Ukraine area. We're not sure exactly what happened, Musk told Fox Business Network host Larry Kudlow about the apparent operation targeting his social media platform. But there was a massive cyber attack to try to bring down the X system, with IP addresses originating in the Ukraine area, the world's richest man added. The article continues to read, Musk 53 did not immediately provide additional evidence of who may have been responsible. Cyber criminals have been known to create false IP addresses to impersonate computer systems from different parts of the world, a practice known as spoofing. Experts told the Post that it was highly improbable that Ukrainian government actors were the perpetrators of such an audacious and far reaching attack one day before diplomats from Washington and Kyiv met in Saudi Arabia. It makes absolutely no sense for Ukrainian hackers to attack Elon Musk the day before a meeting between the United States and Ukraine, in which they are attempting to get the United States to start sharing intelligence again and provide aid and assistance, working towards peace agreement that has been in question since the Oval Office visit, the Atlantic Council's Alex Plitzis told the Post on Monday. The question everyone looking at this needs to ask themselves is, who benefits from this? And it's not Ukraine. While other attackers, such as cyber hacking group Anonymous, I didn't even know those guys were still around, which has been vocal about their opposition to Musk, may have some impetus to attack X, only Russia would have the motive to link or frame Ukraine to the hack. Anonymous is another likely possibility based on the statements they put out publicly and the capability and desire to hit Musk. But in terms of who stands to benefit based on the timing, the only one is really the Russians, because doing it today would disrupt talks that are scheduled for tomorrow. The only people that would stand to benefit from that would be the Russians, in the sense that they're blaming the Ukrainians, so they would want the Ukrainians to look bad and disrupt the talks. And honestly, that really just seems like the obvious, or at least the most logical answer. I highly doubt that this actually came from bad actors within Ukraine, I should say. I highly doubt that. Now, whether or not it was Russia, who knows? But as far as just what logically kind of makes the most sense, yeah, I can see Russia, and possibly Anonymous as well. But now, if I scroll back up to the top a little bit, or just right here, you see the photo here from the interview that Elon Musk had on Fox Business. I took a moment to watch this interview for myself, because I just wanted to obviously, hear what he had to say concerning all the things that are happening with him around his business, what's going on with Doge, so on and so forth. But coming close towards, I want to say, the halfway point of the interviewer asked Elon Musk a very interesting question surrounding, how he's feeling about things, how is this affecting his business as far as, Doge is concerned. And the answer that he gave was very telling. And I want to play that for you right now.
You know about this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, really, I just don't want America to go bankrupt.
So it's a call to action. You're hearing a call to action.
Yeah.
You giving up your other stuff? I mean, how are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty. Yeah, I mean.
But there's no turning back, you're saying?
I'm just here trying to make government more efficient, eliminate waste and fraud, and so far we're making good progress, actually. So our savings at this point exceed $4 billion a day.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk, ladies and gentlemen, does not look happy at all. The way he answered that question was the equivalent to you getting a new job, working there a month or so, hating it, and then your boss asks you, "Hey, so how's everything going? How are you liking your new job?" And you put on a good face and you just say something really basic and kind of a stock answer, right? You reply, "Well, I'm just glad to be a part of the team to help the company move forward." That's literally the kind of answer that he gave. I'm not going to say that he regrets his decision to participate in getting rid of waste, fraud, and abuse in government, but he definitely wants this to be over as soon as possible. I'll say that much. He definitely cannot wait for this time period to, pass by. I believe, as far as Doge is concerned, it's only up until sometime in 2026. And at that point, Doge will be dismantled and no longer in existence. And Elon Musk get back to being, just the entrepreneur, futurist, technologist that he is. And it looks like by that answer, that is something that he's definitely looking forward to. He's definitely looking forward to his time in Doge to be over, because look at everything that's following behind him. Sucks. But unfortunately, it is what it is. And with all that being said, that does it for today's news. Let me know in the comment section below, who do you think is behind the cyber attack? And also, not just who do you think was behind the cyber attack on X, who do you think is behind the attacks at the Tesla shops? On Elon Musk X post, on one of his X posts, he said there's an investigation going on. And so far, according to Elon Musk, as it pertains to these Tesla facilities being attacked, he's saying that the culprit or culprits are being paid by Act Blue. If I remember correctly, he said it was by Act Blue. And you know what? I'll just read that off myself in closing. So let me pull that X up for you guys right now so we can read this off together. I want to get his exact words, and I don't want to mince words, right? So here goes the tweet, or the X. I prefer tweet. But as it reads, an investigation has found 5 Act Blue funded groups responsible for Tesla protesters, troublemakers, Disruption Project, Rise and Resist, Indivisible Project, and Democratic Socialists of America. Act Blue funders include George Soros, Reid Hoffman, Herbert Sandler, Patricia Bowman, I believe I'm saying her last name correctly, and Leah Hunt Hendricks. Act Blue is currently under investigation for allowing foreign and illegal donations in criminal violation of campaign finance regulations. This week, 7 Act Blue senior officials resigned, including the Associate General Counsel. If you know anything about this, please post in replies. Thanks, Elon. There you have, ladies and gentlemen. So what do you think? Is this all happening due to these people being funded by Act Blue? Is this a DNC, dare I say, hit job, at least on his facilities? You let me know in the comment section below. And with all that being said, that does it for today's news. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video on your social media platforms. And also do not forget to follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group. And my Telegram link is in the description box below and pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you all for your time. Until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.